Welcome back to a new video. In this video, let us talk about strings. So we have talked about basics of strings during the lecture of data type. Now let us talk about strings in detail. So before doing anything else, in this video, let us understand comments. So comments are really important. As a programmer, you can make your code readable, you can add annotations, and with your source code, you can add a lot of explanation. So whenever a new coder, whenever a new programmer is going to check your code, is going to audit your code, it will be quite easy for them to understand your code. So there are different functions, there are different methods that you might be using, and you can explain them that okay, this particular function can do this task. So instead of going through whole code, the coder or the tester or someone who is doing audit of your code can just simply explain with the help of your comment. Comments are also important to make some of your code not executable. That means your code is written, you make them as comment, so the interpreter will not read them, and instead of deleting them, you can just keep them while you are working. So without creating any delay, let us write our first comment. So all you have to do is use hash, and then you can write anything in this particular line, and everything that you are going to write after the hash would be considered as comment. And also it would not be executed by Python interpreter. So if I write welcome to Python tutorial, so this is a comment, and if I try to run this code, you are not going to get any result. Let me do that. So you can see I just run my script and I'm not getting any error, and I'm also not getting any command or instructions or anything else. So that means this line is not executed. Now let me add few more lines of code and try to run this command. So what I am doing is I am trying to add 3 lines, run this file, and then I will try to make one line as comment and then run this file again. So if I run this file now, you can see I just got an output as line 1, line 2, line 3 as my result. And if I try to add hash for this particular print statement and save this file, run this again, you can see I just got line 1, line 3 as my output. That means this print statement is not executed and Python has just skipped that. Also, these single line comments are really important for adding annotation or explanation. So I just added a short code. So you can see I just uses a hash to write some explanation, and you can do that with your code while you are a beginner. Once you start developing experience, you will understand that these single lines, explanation or comments are really important and helpful. Now the second type of comment is used with the help of 3 quotations mark. So if I want to start this comment, I can use 3 quotation mark, then write my comment. And then to end this comment, I need to use 3 quotation mark again. It is used for documentation and it is known as docstring. So to initiate this, you need to use 3 quotes, and to end this, you have to use 3 quotes. So this docstring comment is also used to add multiple lines of comment. So if I need to write multiple lines of comments, I just need to shift that 3 quotes. So here I can add another line of code, that is, and I can add more lines. So you can see all these lines are comments and they will not be executed. So this is actually used to write multiple lines of explanation for any function, method or anything. So once you start writing a good program, so you can write a documentation of that program. People call it as summary. So this is basically used for that. And you can also use hash to write multiple lines of code. So you just need to add hash for each line. Let me clear this up and add a small code. So I am back with my small code again. So this is my code, and if I want to change any line into my comment, all I have to do is select that particular line. Now use control and then slash. If I click that, that line would be converted into a comment. So if I need to do with multiple lines, all I have to do is select these multiple lines and then control and then slash. All the lines will be changed into my comment. So this is one of the good practice. And once we start writing more codes and once you start solving more problems, you would understand both type of comment. So the first one is single line and the second one is multi-line docstring comment. So in the next lecture, let us perform a lot more thing with string.